Happy today. I am William Brown from IamWilliamBrown.com. This is Happy Today Morning Reflections. It's like I love how when I watch some people do lives, they'll say, "I'm going to wait for people to join, so I can start, get some people in the room, to do it." And I understand that. I understand. I appreciate that. But number of people in the room, in some cases, has no bearing on what I need to say at the current moment, or something. And just kind of being with that. There's a lot of things that I wake up on my mind today that I want to share. The I am card that I picked for this morning is I am complete. I am complete. Love for you to look and see how you can embrace that and be with that for today, and what that means to you. The areas that are coming up today, it's intuition, patience, and manifestation. Intuition, patience, and manifestation. I just felt that I needed to sit for a moment with that, because there's this sense that I get to I'm still working on my language around that. Take some time with that and not just speed through that. So my intuition leads me to where I need to be. My intuition leads me where I need to be. Good morning, Keisha. The next is patience. I just realized why. I'll share after I do the affirmations for all the areas that we're talking about today. Patience. I patiently trust and surrender the outcome to the divine. I patiently trust and surrender the outcome to the divine. and manifestation. Manifestation. I use my thoughts to make my dreams come true. So there are 3 areas. So I am complete, intuition, patience, and manifestation. I have a couple business partners that they send me cards. I am, part of a business that that does send out cards, and I send out gifts and also websites. Stream marketing is something, and it's something that I do. But they sent me a card. I don't know if you can see it, but it's like, as you can see, it's like a big card. It's like, so this is not a regular size card. And it says, William, stop, step out of the way, trust the process. And I wanted to bring it within, this time of reflection. Is that, and it's very interesting because intuition, patience, and manifestation. And it's interesting for me because the patience is in the middle of intuition and manifestation, because most of the times in those 2 areas, those are not the places where I want to be patient. My intuition, something comes and I want to move. Manifestation, there's something that comes to my mind and I want to see it now. And so really being able to, one, believe, right, or trust that my thoughts, my intuition are leading me to where I need to be, right? It's leading me to where I need to be. So I need to be patient about that leading. And there's also trust that my thoughts will manifest what I need, and trust my thoughts. So patiently surrender, trust and surrender the outcome to the divine. That's that's um, that's where I am. Let's look at grateful. What am I grateful for? I am grateful for the my friends, and that they see me even beyond me. And I've never said this before, but I was talking to someone, yes, a good friend yesterday, and I said I I acknowledged him for seeing me in spite of me. And what I meant by that is that there are some ways that I show up that I feel like I'm less than, you know, that there's that less than feeling. And so I feel that way, and he doesn't, I don't want to say he doesn't accept, gives me space to show up that way, but he doesn't. It's like, I get it, but that's not you. And so yeah, so I'm grateful for that. I'm also grateful um, that opportunities still come my way, in spite. I don't know why in spite is coming up so much today. But I think the what I'm feeling with that is like there is sometimes that good things happen, in spite of, I don't say in spite of not being good, in spite of not doing everything you want, in spite of not trusting the process. It's all of those um, um, all of those things. Um, and so it's not that I want to, still do crazy stuff, right? But it is recognizing that sometimes I have a say and I don't have a say in how my life shows up for me and the benefit. So I'm grateful for that. Um, I'm grateful for my breath, and I will explain that. I will explain that more. So, um, 3 levels of things that you're grateful for. 1 to 3 gratitudes. Intention for today. Intention for today is to restore my word. There's a number of areas. There's a number of things that I put my word to that I just haven't done. The reason, I don't even know if it's fear or just not, but I just haven't done it. And so that's my intention, is to restore my word today. Restore my word today. In service. So I invite you to create your intention for today. And then I also invite you to look for a place that you can be in service. I use in service as listening. What area of your life, what relationship do you need um, or that you want to or get to be in service? I think for me, I think for a number of reasons, I feel led to just make sure that I'm listening to my wife today. It's like I don't know, um, I don't know how this this is a day that that my wife's mother passed away. This is an anniversary of that, and there is many times that it feels like she says things like, "Oh, I didn't remember," right? And I just don't. Even if that's the case, it's something that she doesn't, because she says she doesn't like to do anniversaries of things like that. But I just want to be mindful of it, so I want to be in service to that. So the affirmations. So I want the affirmations. The affirmation that I have for today is, I think, the patience that I will patiently trust and surrender the outcome to the divine. I will tell you that what I'm experiencing right now, and this is something that I'm dealing with, is that I have a pain that is like in the top of my head. It's like not a headache. It's just like right here. And so I'm trying to. It's like I'm trying to ignore it, and I'm trying to acknowledge it. So it's like, all right, am I going to let this get in the way? I Today on One More Conversations, the word is name. I speak to Akua, and the reason why I said her name is because she has no attachment to her name. And when I first met her about a month ago, and she told me that, I I was fascinated by that, because within my conversations around labels, I say that our most important label is our name. That's what I would say. All the other labels are just, labels that we can live beyond, but our most important label is our name. And what I learned from the conversation with Akua is that we can even not have an attachment to our name. And that's a level of freedom. And so I don't know what that looks like, because a, I believe still a part of my conversation is to invite people to own their name, to reclaim their name, to see the power in their name. And so, but yeah, there is another step. There's another step. So I invite you to listen to that conversation at 11 a.m. today on One More Conversations. So the word is name. Yeah, and tonight at 5:30, there's a conversation on Clubhouse, and the word is civil. Civil. So the word is civil, and we're going to see how that lands, and showing up for people. So I invite you to do that. So so that's what else. The pain from the top of my head, I can still feel it in the top of my head, and it's like moving to my neck. I can feel it moving within down. So it's still there, and then it's still moving down. So I'm just kind of being with it. I I believe that there's an energy. There's an energy that's in motion that's trying to get out, and so it's showing up as pain in my body. So I want to do some evaluate. I want to do some evaluation to see where. I don't want to say what it means, but define. It's like a different kind of headache. Most of the times when I have a headache, it's like the temple type of thing. This is like I was like hit in the top of the head. Right, I was hit in the top of the head, type of thing. So I can do it. So I was grateful for my breath. What does that mean? What? Who woke up this morning? I I have been dealing with inviting resources in my life and manifesting resources um, and in this month um, I'm manifesting $20,000. $20,000, yeah, $20,000. Um, and I'm counting it all. Everything counts. And this month, currently, I think I don't want to add a number or something because I don't want to get it wrong. But it is it's $5,000, so close to $5,000, and so we're at a little past half. But I I have no doubt that the remainder for this month and beyond is coming, is making its way. Um, it's it's like I don't want to say it's on a plane, it's on a train. I don't know how it's getting here, but it feels like it's en route, en route. I don't know what that means. I don't, but there's a feeling that it's en route. But how it came up to me today, how it felt, it's like money is breath for me. I don't know what that means. I don't know. I just, when there was a level of resources in my bank account this morning, I was able to breathe. And I felt that it was, I was breathing before, but there was a tightness, there was a shortness in my breath. There was a labored breath. And there was a relief, but there was this feeling that I can't. I don't want to say I can't. I'm just saying I felt I have to put my breathing somewhere else. There is there's something that came up that someone asked what um, there were two questions that came up for me yesterday that I answered rather quickly. but it's like I've never said it before. And one, it was, what is the question of my life? And the question of my life is, who am I? It's always been around identity. And it's not, it is not, the question is this, that I didn't know who I was. That's a part of it. But it was the question of that I am in search of understanding that. So hopefully that makes sense. So it is not that I am questioning who I am, but I have questions. There's an inquiry of who I am. So I can embrace that, if that makes sense. And that's the invitation that I have for myself and others. To just be in inquiry of who you are. You're an amazing person, right? Human being. Just be in inquiry of that. Um, don't just accept who you think you are and who other people say that you are. Be inquiry. Be in. Have a listening for who you are. And the other thing is what I'm in service of. That I'm in service of the love of the individual. The love of the individual. And it's so that I can look at, I don't know what that was all about, right? You know, that I could look at many people and see an individual and be there for the individual. So, yes, I that's what I'm in service to, helping people, not just them to love the individual, but to just do that myself. Yeah, what's coming up? What's coming up for me? It's all the areas of my life that I am out of integrity with my word. That, you know, really honoring your word is not going back and find all. I don't think, for me, it's not showing up to find, you know, all the things that you've let other people down or you let yourself down, and just kind of just beat yourself up with that. I think there's a grace that comes with that. However, I believe if something comes to mind, it comes to mind for a reason. There is a connection to that, and just be aware of that if that is something that that you want to take on for today, is to honor your word. That's my intention today, is to restore my word. That is the intention, to restore my word. There's many ways that you can restore your word. It's not, I think, not just not just not just go back and just kind of, I'm going to do that. It is, or apologize for everything. It is put new deadlines. It's put new, how want to say a contract, but I don't know why that word came up for me. But think of ways to just restore it. Restore it. And be patient and trust your intuition and watch what you manifest. So, as this day continues, it is my prayer. It is my prayer that I embrace, that we are complete. Even though that we're not currently aware of our completeness, we are complete. And that we can embrace that our intuition leads us to where we need to be. That we can have patience and not force anything. So we can manifest our thoughts. Manifest. Be patient with the physical manifestation. Because recognizing that we create worlds with our words. We create worlds with our words. And that we look at our name and see how our name is our name holding us? Are we attached to our name? Or does our name give us freedom? Interesting. Fascinating. Fascinating discovery. I think you'll be fascinated by the conversation today on name. I'm fascinated by that. And tonight on civil, right? No, on Clubhouse, the conversation is civil. Yes. So as I become present to the disappointments, the fears of my past, and I acknowledge the anxiety and hope of my future, I become present of the gratitude and appreciation in every moment, so we could have our happy today. Look for those moments where you can have gratitude and appreciation. And to stop, step out of your way, and trust the process. Whatever that process is. And the one thing that I realize within that, me just saying that, the process, you decide. We decided the process. We decided the process that we would be in and that we would be a part of. So trust it. Because that process is your intuition. I guess that was free, right? Blessings. I will accept embrace your prayers. And I will have some time and reflection and see what is going on with my the pain that's now shooting down behind my ear and coming down my neck. Also, I want to let you know that I am getting my hair cut today. so, so the next time you see me, I won't look like a banshee or something, right? So don't be alarmed. So blessings, blessings, my friend. Happy today.